Today we're going to talk about the power of a season. Sometimes your Creator will give you a word in a time of peace for a time of war. You'll get an assignment, and in order to be ready for that assignment, there's a season in your life that you have to capitalize on. That's the season that we're going to be talking about today. A lot of times we have to get ready. We're given a divine word in a time of peace to prepare us for a future time of war. We're given a divine assignment, something that we need to buckle down and get ready in order to do what we need to do in a coming season. It's almost like an ant. An ant has to collect food during the summer, and it collects the food. That's why Proverbs talks about an ant so much. It's to be like an ant. You collect food in times of harvest to prepare for times of hard times. You do things in times of peace that will prepare you for times of war. A lot of times we look at our lives and we look at circumstances that happen in the country. You look at circumstances that are happening in your family. You look at these things and you were given a divine assignment in a set season and you botched it. You were given a divine assignment in a set season, and instead of you sitting down, buckling down in the times of good times and prepare for that assignment for the season that's coming, you were complacent. You listened to the wrong voices. You listen to all the naysayers around you. You looked at the distractions that are going on around you, and those distractions pull you in the wrong way. And when the time or the season had arrived for you to be prepared for, you're not prepared. So how do you capitalize on the power of a season? You see, when you're given an assignment and you're given an assignment or that word in a time of peace, you need to buckle down and you need to adhere to that assignment. If your Creator tells you this is what I want you to do, sit down and get it done. Do all what you need to get done. Don't be wishy-washy about it. Get down to business and sit down and grow you. Sit down and adhere to the assignment. Sit down and do what you need to do now in a season of quiet, now in a season of peace, because there's coming a season where you're going to need all what you should be doing now, and you will be illy prepared. You see, a lot of times people look at their relationship with their Creator and you look at it in a complacent way. Somebody sits down and really buckles down and reads the good book and learns the word and do all of this. Well, I couldn't believe they spend that much time doing that. Well, I couldn't believe they do that, or they do this, or they do this all the time. But what you don't realize, the assignment that's on someone, the assignment that you're called to do, the things that you're called to do might be greater in scope than what the other person is called to do. So don't let anyone distract you from your current assignment. Don't let anyone distract you from your current preparation. Find like-minded people who want to grow and grow with them, and tune out the ones who don't want to grow. Because if you do not use the season that you're in correctly, then you're not going to be prepared for the season that's coming. Yes, everything flows in seasons. There's a seasons of peace where everything is calm and tranquil, so where everything is a point where you learn, and where everything is a point where you grow, and where everything is a point where you grow yourself personally, and you'll grow yourself emotionally, and you grow yourself spiritually, because there are battles coming, and as those battles coming, you have to be prepared for them. You have to be ready for them. Too many times what happens, we are ill prepared in the season we need to be prepared for. And when something is happening or stirring in our lives, we're quick to call on somebody else who is prepared. But you have to be ready for your own battles. You have to be ready for your own assignments. You see, your Creator might give you an assignment, and then you say, well, he gave me an assignment and it takes me 5 years to prepare for it. Or I'm supposed to get this done. I'm supposed to get this course done. 5 years ago, and I still haven't got it done. I was supposed to get this done for work so that I could get a promotion. I was supposed to work on my personal development. I'm supposed to get my college done. I'm supposed to get my license for real estate, or I'm supposed to do this, or I'm supposed to do that, or I'm supposed to start a Bible study group, or I'm supposed to get into a weekly Bible study, or I'm supposed to read every day. I'm supposed to do something that builds me, that grows me, and I haven't done it. I have neglected the assignment. I have neglected the season that I'm in. But you have to always remember, you will get a word most of the time in a season of peace that will prepare you for a season of war. You cannot have a tree if the tree doesn't understand there's a season where it has to grow and it has to develop roots. There's a season where those roots has to go down in the ground and those roots have to percolate down to the watersheds. There's a season where it has to absorb the nutrients and it has to be strong, so the trunk is strong, so the trunk is healthy, so that that tree doesn't fall over in seasons of storm, or in seasons of hard times, or in seasons of drought. There's going to be seasons that come in your life, seasons that are going to be tough emotionally, seasons that are going to be tough to deal with. But then you have to remember not to neglect the seasons of preparation. Not to neglect the season where iron sharpens iron. Not to neglect the seasons where you could learn from the people around you. Too many times what people do, they get seasons where they have seeds to sow and they get greedy and they eat their seed. If it's too small to be your harvest, then it has to be your seed. If it's too small to be your harvest, then it has to be a seed. And what do you do with a seed? You plant it. And as you plant that seed, you have to nurture that seed. You have to water that seed. And as you water that seed will grow. Your skill sets are your seeds as well. If it's too immature to produce fruit out of it, water it, grow it. Read. As you read and as you expand your reading and expand your vocabulary, you increase your communication skills. You read widely, and what happens, then you could communicate even more effectively. You speak more, make videos, do all of different things that prepare you for the season that's coming. Too many times what people want the harvest, but they don't realize that the skills that they have to be sharpened. The skills that they have is their seeds. It's not their harvest. So they get seed, or somebody will sow into their lives. And the moment somebody sow into their lives, they go buy clothes, or they go on a trip, or they go buy something fancy, or go buy a shoe, instead of investing in their brains, instead of investing in their mind. You grow your mind, you change your mind, you change your entire world. You see? As a man thinks, so is he. You change the way you think. You grow your mind. You get rid of stinky thinking. Everything around you will change. Your whole outcomes will change. All the greatest real estate that you ever have is between your two ears. You transform the way you think. You transform the way you do things by the way you think. Reading the good book, reading motivational book. There are tons of books out there. There are tons of CDs out there, YouTubes. Instead of watching and looking at filth, look at motivational stuff. Look at stuff that builds you. Listen to the good book. Instead of listening to the toxic things, fill your mind with things that causes you to grow. Fill your mind with things that propel you and accelerate you forward for the season that's coming. Fill your mind with things that builds you emotionally. Fill your mind with things that takes you in the direction that you need to go. Too many times we get distracted. You get distracted by naysayers. You get distracted by people who want you to go along and waste time with them. You get distracted by different things that come in your way. You got to learn to stay focused. Follow one course until successful. When you follow that one course until you're successful, you will reap the benefits of success. When you follow that one course until you're successful, you will be prepared for the seasons of change. When you follow that one course until you're successful, you will be prepared for the seasons of war in your life. You will have the roots. You will have the knowledge You will have the understanding. You will have the EQ, the emotional quotient to stand up and withstand the battles and withstand the hard times that are coming against you. You have to learn to do today what others will not, so you could always do tomorrow what others cannot. If you wimp on today, you're going to suffer tomorrow. If you don't do what you need to do today, it's going to come back and bite you tomorrow. So when you look at the power of an assignment or the power of a season, allocate the assignment that you're given and be serious about that assignment. Now is the time that you need to get it done. Get it done. Now is the time that you need to grow. Now is the time you make a conscious effort and a conscious choice right now. I'm going to get back to my assignment. I'm going to get things done. I am going to develop a relationship with my Creator. I'm going to move forward in love. I'm going to move forward in grace. I'm going to honor others. I'm going to move in integrity. I'm going to make a choice to do the right thing. And from now on, I'm going to stick to the season that I'm in, the season that I'm in currently, that is going to prepare me for the season that's coming. So go out there today and learn the power of a season. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button below. Hit the subscribe button below. And when you hit the subscribe button, don't forget to select the bell, because by selecting the bell, it'll give you that wonderful opportunity to be notified whenever I add a new video. God bless you.